Okay, here with Deep Creek head basketball coach Leroy Ricks, his team a winner 75-68 over the Kingsford Bulldogs to move the 10-3 overall. Coach, a sixth consecutive win in what was a long basketball game. It combined 69 free throws with you guys in Kingsford. You jumped out, you fell behind rather, I should say, 15-2. So you had to be pleased with the fight you guys showed to get back in the game, claw back in and win.
Absolutely. I don't know if you followed us, but there's been several games this year where we start off slow, no matter whether it's what we would call a big game or maybe a not so big game. For some reason, our guys seem to start off slow, but and I don't like playing that way because it makes it that much tougher to fight back and win. But our guys really dug deep tonight and showed some fortitude in the end to pull it off and to fight a difficult game.
Sure. And I thought, even though we'll get to your headliners here in a second, of Caleb Butts, who's been outstanding all year long, leading the area, I think it is in scoring and rebounding, and Deja Jackson, I thought a couple of your unsung guys brought you back in the game, particularly Ryan Spratley, who has 19 points. And then inside, Antonio Turner, the football guy, had a bunch of rebounds and played hard. And your defense kind of triggered your comeback, I thought.
Absolutely, and that's amazing. Just hearing you say that Ryan had 19. Ryan Spratley is our defensive stopper. If you notice, we put him on James Hatton. And every night, Ryan has drawn the toughest defensive job of the team. And he's actually had to sacrifice some of his scoring because of that. And sometimes kids get down when they want to score, but I had to keep reminding him that your defense is helping us get these wins. And for him to be able to stick with Hatton tonight and kind of frustrate him a little bit and then still be able to contribute points was just a blessing all the way around.
Well, especially they hit some deep threes early on in the game. To have that 12-0 run to get to half only down one, you had to feel pretty good that you were where you wanted to be?
Absolutely. We were definitely good. We closed that gap after being down by 12. We closed the gap to 1. But I still wasn't sure how much we were going to do in the third quarter because coming here and coming to our place, anytime we play Kingsport, it's always going to be a battle.
Always going to the wire. I didn't think you guys know.
Always. You know, for a decade now, it's been that way.
Going back to when you had Mike Scott and Corey Long, Jamal Barker, Jamal Works, and all those guys. A couple more for you. Caleb Butts, talk about him and what makes him so unique. He got his first D1 offer, I think it was from Navy about a month or so ago.
That was his second.
Oh, second, okay.
Yes, Longwood offered in the summer.
Okay.
Longwood
so he's getting a lot of colleges on him. He's only a junior.
Only
19 points, 13 rebounds, his 13th straight double-double. I think he's been putting up, what,
24 points a game and 14 rebounds a game.
So he's just, and it's funny, you know, sitting behind the basket taking pictures, you notice he's a guy that plays with his back to the basket a lot, but he has some face of ability, does he not?
Absolutely, absolutely. And he's expanded his range this year, and it all hinges on his movement without the ball. But talking about Caleb, he was a blessing when we got him last year, and he showed that he could score the ball on a consistent basis. But this year, he's just kind of surprised everybody with his ability to dominate the boards. And believe it or not, at the beginning of this game, I had to really get up in his face because I felt like the Kingsport guys were dominating him on the boards. And I had to challenge him to get out there and do what you do on the boards. And he stepped up to the challenge and rebounded the ball when we needed it.
And it was a quiet 19-13, given that there's a lot of games he can get 30-20. What's kind of his best trait as a player in your eyes, and also for the next level, what do you think he will be ultimately?
His best trait is his consistency. We can count on him scoring every night. We can count on him rebounding every night. And he's coachable. Being as good as he is, you know, a lot of times you get a kid that's, you know, has some success over the summer circuit and has some success previous years getting recruited. They can kind of feel like they know it all. But Caleb is still yes sir, no sir. And he's versatile. He's actually, as you can see, he has a really good jump shot. He's starting to handle the ball a little bit more this year. And my view of him at the college level is probably playing the 3, you know, small forward, wing, typical wing.
Well, he's a small forward that has a nose for playing inside, though.
Yeah. We definitely, and that's another thing, is we're allowing him to take more shots from the outside, handle the ball even some. I told him, don't go away from who you are. You know, and being who he is has gotten him an offer to Longwood and Navy amongst Division I schools.
It looks like his shot has gotten better from the fall to now, too.
Absolutely.
Deja Jackson, a guy that gets 25 points. You didn't have him last year, but he just seems to be attacking. Fearless is kind of the way he plays.
Yes, and that's the best way to describe him. A fearless player, you know, is, as I've talked to some college coaches in the past, when you have a player like that, you're going to get some good, you're going to get some bad. And they say that's just the price of doing
Just
business.
hope the good outweighs the bad.
Absolutely, and most nights it always has. As a matter of fact, all 13 games that we've played, Deja Jackson's good has always outweighed any mistakes that he has made along the way. He's still growing as a player, but he's tenacious. And he believes every shot he takes is going to go in.
I think this is a great win for you on the road. You know, Kings Fork hostile environment type of place. You get your stars to perform. You get Williams and Spratley, Turner, other guys to step up. You lost this team earlier this season.
Yes,
What's
we
this
did.
win do? Big picture as you get ready for, oh, by the way, undefeated Western Branch, #1 in the state by 6 on Wednesday. No time to rest for you.
Right. I think this gives us confidence and the motivation that we needed and the belief in defense. I've been preaching defense, as you know.
You must have been yelling it all second quarter.
Oh, God, that's when we started. We spent the whole first month of practice just doing defense. I've been following what they do at UVA with defense. I've got UVA posters all over the locker room, trying to motivate the guys on the importance of playing
You
solid
kind of preaching
defense.
the pack line type of?
Absolutely. We've been doing it. And ironically, the way Kings Fork beat us the last time was we led the whole game in the first 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, they started attacking the basket just like they did tonight. And we did not cover the gaps. And we allowed them to get to the paint. They ended up beating us by 4. But tonight, the guys kind of dug in and played some defense when we needed it.
So I'm seeing 48, 46 hours, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Good deal. Thank you.
All right.